Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. Come on in. It's time for our neighborhood chat. Yeah, this is the video where we have every week and we discuss a topic or something that's going on in our YouTube community that we want to talk about. But first, I want to let you all know that I did hear from my heart doctor, and I will be getting my upgraded pacemaker on August the 2nd. That's a Friday. We have to be at the hospital at 6:30 a.m. and it's an hour away from my house. So we'll have to leave here about 4:45. But that's okay. I want to go ahead and get it over with. It's the outpatient procedure if nothing goes awry or if the doctor doesn't feel like he needs to keep me overnight. But I'll keep you all updated. But anyway, today we're going to talk about how short life is. You know, we've had a sad thing happen in our community. Someone has passed away and people are grieving and they're sad. And this is not the first time this has happened in our YouTube community. But each time that it happens, it hurts so many people. They are hurting and they're grieving for the person that has passed away. I didn't know Robin, her channel was Real Creations, REEL. She was on with Picky Nikki a lot. They collabed together. I've seen her on Nikki's channel. She seemed like a really nice person. But there were people that were really, really attached to Robin and really cared about her and really loved her. And right now they're hurting and they're sad and they're going to miss her. And we need to just wrap our arms around them and be there for them and let them know that we love them. You know, we can get attached to people here on YouTube and never have even met them. You know, I do that. I think we all do. But I think when someone passes away and it's so close to you that things start sinking in of how short life really is. You know, I say it all the time. And I don't think people really grasp that concept. Now, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just letting you know that you think you have a lot of years to live, but they go by in a blink of an eye. I mean, I think Victoria said Robin was 56 years old. To me, she didn't look like she was 56. I thought she was probably younger than that. But we're never guaranteed tomorrow. Never. Never. We're never guaranteed the next minute, the next few hours. And I don't know why people cannot comprehend that. I guess they don't really want to think about it because sometimes death scares people. Death does not scare me. Do I want to go right now? No, of course I don't. Can I control that? No, I cannot. I don't think on that all the time, but I do have a concept of life is short. You know, we've talked about that on my live chats before. You know, in 20 years, I'll be 77. What's 20 years? Now, when I was 37 and 20 years I was going to be 57, it was like, oh, I have plenty of time. I have plenty of time to make it right with this person, to go where I want to go, travel where I want to travel, have children, meet my grandchildren, retire, go places. But you never know. You never know if you're going to be able to do any of those things. I don't know why we take life for granted, but we do. But like I said, it might be because we're afraid to think about the hereafter, because a lot of times people do not have the same faith I do, and they believe there's nothing else out there. That's your belief, and I'm okay with that. if that's what you want to believe. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't believe like that. I believe I'll go on and I'll live forever. Not here, but over on the other side. That's why I made a conscious decision a few years ago to live my life in peace. To be at peace with everyone as much as I can. Now, I know things are going to come up and you're going to have disagreements with people and you're going to, that's life. If you went through life with never disagreeing with anyone, that's a problem, because that's how we learn. We talked about it over and over. People are going to have disagreements. Disagreements is one thing, but being a bully and being dramatic and trying to destroy someone's self-esteem and who they are, and you don't like them because of the way they look, the way their voice sounds. You may be jealous of them because their channel may be doing better than yours, or they have more than you have. Well, maybe they've worked harder than you have. Maybe they've made better decisions than you have. I've always been the type of person, I wanted to see people succeed. I wanted them to have things. I wanted them to enjoy life. But there's some people that don't want to see people succeed, and I really can't comprehend that. There are so many people out there that just all they want to do is gossip. And gossip tears people down, okay? And I'm the type of person, I'm going to trust you until you start gossiping about me and it gets back to me. And I'll never let you know that it probably got back to me unless you bring it up or something said. I'll just start distancing myself from you because you have broke that trust between us. Because now I can talk to anyone about a problem that someone's having with someone else that is factual, not just hearsay. Did you hear what they're saying about this person or that person? To me, gossip is a waste of time. And it tells me that you don't have anything better to do, and you really don't have a life if you go around gossiping about something that you know nothing about. Tell your story. Why do you want to tell somebody else's? Why do you want to dislike others? It's fine, but you don't have to tell everybody, and you don't have to display it all over YouTube and give your opinion of why you don't like this person. What does that show about your character? What does that show about the type of person you are if you're always in turmoil with somebody else? If you live such a sad life that you have to be in, have drama and make up health problems and create things that go on in your life, then you need to look inside and find things that are positive and things that you can give to others, because when you give to others, things start coming back to you. But people don't want to be patient enough to be able to receive the things that's coming back. They want it immediately, that immediate gratification. They don't want to wait. Learn how to wait. Wait on the good things. I'm this way. I want you to come into my life. I love for you to come into my life. But I don't want you to bring drama. I don't want you to bring all your baggage of gossip. I don't mind listening to your problems. I just want to be able to help you work through them. If you're not willing to work through them, then I don't want to listen to a broken record that just goes on over and over again, and you're not putting forth an effort to try to work through what's wrong. Now, there are people on here that get angry with others because they don't go to their channel. I feel like you can come to my channel if you want to. If you don't, that doesn't mean I'm not going to go to yours. Because I love you and I am going to go over and support your channel. Whether you support mine or not. And you have those that says, well, if you don't support me, I'm not going to support you. That's like controlling someone. Give them the freedom of being able to choose where they want to go on YouTube. Why do you want to control that? Why do you want to be so dominating? Why do you want to be a dictator? And why do you want to punish people if they don't do what you say? That's what I don't understand. Nobody wants to be around somebody that tries to take control of what they think, what they want to do. And nobody wants to be around somebody that always puts them down and talks about them. I mean, either you care about someone or you don't. I think the reason people can't care about other people is because they don't truly care about themselves. You know, they think that life is, I'm going to get you before you get me. And some people give things expecting something in return. First of all, when you give something, never expect anything in return. You won't be disappointed. And if you're giving it freely, you won't expect anything in return. You know, some people wasn't brought up to say thank you when someone gives them something. And they wasn't brought up to send thank you cards, or they wasn't taught to do that. You know, we don't think far enough back to say, how was this person brought up? What was their home life like? Now, they can change. Anyone can change. I've changed a lot. But you have to want to change. Not in a fake way. You know, people can pretend they have changed, but when the rubber hits the road, their real, true colors are going to come out. Don't be sneaky. I don't really care for a sneaky person. You know, you want to talk to me, then you hang up with me or stop messaging me right over to the other person and start talking about me to them and you know, what the other person's done in their life and all this stuff. I don't really care to hear all that. Doesn't mean I don't love you, because I do. And boy, do I need to work on myself. I know I do. There's areas in my life that I need to work on. And I try to do that every day. But I think most people focus on other people so they won't have to focus on themselves. Because they live with themselves and they know how miserable they are. They don't have anybody that they think loves them or cares about them, so they have to stir up things in other people's life. Why do you want to be like that? Why can't you just not have to have the center of attention? Why can't you just sit back in a room and watch and listen and learn and not have to be number one? You know, some people get jealous when there's a whole chat going on and they're not being recognized the way they think they should be recognized. I mean, we're all adults. Let's not be that way. Your time's coming. You'll get recognized. And if you're doing stuff to be recognized, you're doing it for the wrong reason. I would rather do things secretly and no one know anything about it. I mean, that's the way I am. I don't want people to know everything I do. I don't want everybody to know everything about my life. I don't give a lot of opinions to people about other people because I know people do this. And they take it and run with it. And the way I feel about someone else is really none of your business. Sometimes I have a thought that I didn't really prefer the person, but then after I get to know them, I really, really enjoy being around them. Had I really put them down to begin with, when I first met them, when I didn't feel real comfortable around them, the person that I told that to would say, oh, well, I thought you didn't like them to begin with, and now you just really care about them. Okay, there you go. I set myself up. But if you don't give your opinion about someone when you first meet them to everybody, like, oh, I don't like her, she does this and she does that, keep it to yourself. Don't tell it, especially on YouTube. By you not telling it, does that mean you're phony? No. That means you're an adult and you're keeping things to yourself. Some people can't hold water. They want to tell it. They want to be the first one to tell anything that goes on. Why? I don't know. I don't know what that's called, even if it has a name. People are going to love you if you would just stop trying so hard for them to love you. A lot of times, people don't like a pushy person. You know, a person that just keeps pushing for you to pay attention to them and recognize them and care about them more than you do someone else. I'm not about putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm very inclusive. I'm not exclusive. I don't want to have just one friend and that's it. I want to have several friends and acquaintances. Now, I know in life you're only going to have probably this many, I got ink all over my hand, this many true friends in your entire life that you can really share your heart with. You don't get very many of those kind of friends. Right now, I would say in my life, I probably have three people in my life that I know without a shadow of a doubt that if I called on them, they would be there. Without them gossiping to everybody else, without them trying to say that later on that, oh, I just wanted attention, or later on that all I did was talk about what's wrong with me. You know, I know they truly love and care about me. But here on YouTube, it's hard to really determine if there are people like that you get to know on YouTube. You hope there are. But I've seen people turn on each other on YouTube on a dime. You know, one day they loving each other so much like their family, and then the next day they can't stand each other over nothing. Over absolutely nothing. That's not even going to matter tomorrow. It's not even going to matter. Now, I know that when somebody hurts your feelings, it hurts. I'm not saying don't walk away from them or talk to them about, hey, you hurt my feelings. But don't blow it out of proportion to the point where you start trying to turn other people against each other. It's just nothing right about that. And then when someone passes away, we all want to just come together and be so sad, and we are sad. But it's like you want to make it right. And then in a few days, all that's past. All those feelings of sadness and grief have passed, and oh, you're back to your old antics. That means you really haven't changed. Which I know change is a process, and we try to get better at who we are every day. At least we should. But I'm here to tell you, life is short. Don't waste it on gossip and drama, treating someone ugly. I know we can't always be happy and on top of the mountain, because if we were, we wouldn't learn anything through the pain that we're going to go through. But when we go through pain, let's love each other and hold on to each other and not try to fight and argue and mislead people about others, because that's not right. And with that being said, neighbor, I truly do love you. like, become my neighbor. Share this video out. Say a prayer for everyone that's grieving over the passing of Robin, because it is sad. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Bye, neighbor.